are not alone, and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Melbourne, a positive path for spiritual living. We want to affirm that something good, something wonderful is going to happen to you today because you chose to be here and celebrate the God of your understanding. Please stand and join us in our opening song. Today it's Swing Wide the Doors. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand, about lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. There's a voice that I've heard for years. I learned to keep it inside. Well, now it's coming in loud and clear. I want a deeper life. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand, about lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let
Well, if you weren't awake before, you are now, huh? It's good to be back here. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Reverend Dr. Ron Fox. So how about if we come together for a moment of prayer? So I'm knowing there's one life, one divine presence, one God that expresses in and through each and every one of us. And so I speak this word for us. How good it is to be here together, to come together as a community, to take another step along our divine spiritual journey, to be here in camaraderie, with love, with deep appreciation, knowing that each one of us is valued and cared for. So I know that everybody here this morning is absolutely blessed. Everybody here this morning hears exactly what they need to hear. So I bless us all. I bless people everywhere, whether they're in a church, a temple, a mosque, or just out walking in nature, that each and every one of us is being touched by that divine presence that we each are a part of. And so for this and so very much more, I just give thanks, I let it be, and so it is. Amen.
Good morning. I'm Nancy Jurgovich, your platform hostess for today. And first of all, I want to say welcome to everybody. Welcome to those who are on Facebook, too. You're just as welcome as anyone, and we appreciate you being here. And it's so great to see you all. We are so fortunate. Do we have any new people? This is your first time here? No? No? We have a little gift for you if you're new. There we are. Did you get a gift? Okay. Welcome again to you, particularly those people who are new. And Ron Fox, some of you people know Ron from many days back in Unity, both on Trump, over in Trumpet, was it? Over another place, and also in US 1. He's had a long and successful career as a human resource executive. He's an ordained minister with the Centers for Spiritual Living, a speaker and published author. In 2018, the Centers for Spiritual Living honored him by designating him a Doctor of Divinity, and in 2019, he was awarded a Meritorious Minister Award for his outstanding service. In 2024, he was honored with the title of Emeritus Minister. He resides in Fort John with his wife, Becky, who is also here. She is also an artist and a graphic designer, as well as a CSL practitioner. His talk today is about life forevermore. For everybody that has a Facebook account, we invite you to check in and share to let your friends know you are Unity of Melbourne. Please follow or follow our page. You can now donate to Unity of Melbourne by Facebook, and we'll go into that detail just a few minutes later. But you can just scroll down to donate. For those who are on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and leave us a comment. We always appreciate it. At Unity, our statement is as follows, and I'll read it first and ask you to repeat after me. We love and accept ourselves and others and heal our world. We love and accept ourselves and others and heal our world. This is our why and how postcard. We have many of them available out there that you can pick up. Some people keep them in their cars, some people keep them at home, but they're very, and if you're online, you can request from Unity and they will be glad to send you one. It's time now, we have our children over in here. And so it's time that we bless our children. Let's warm it up. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ you are. And we're very fortunate that we have volunteers that are in the room that take care of the children and give them something to bless them and to look forward to their week. We're going to read the daily word. The daily word is forgive. And let me read it first. Holding on to hurt caused by someone's words or actions is harmful to mental, physical, and emotional health. If I stew over these negative feelings, it's likely I will feel worse. It is when I am willing to let go of these troubling emotions that the healing begins. Forgiveness is healing, realizing the slight may have been unintentional or the one who hurt me may be unaware of my pain. I feel compassion. I let go by reading the words, I forgive you silently to myself, which helps me speak these words aloud when I am able. If I have caused unintentional harm, I ask for forgiveness. Through divine love, I forgive and am forgiven. As I express this love, I mend feelings and open the way to peace and harmony. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. That's from Luke 6:37. Okay, now we're going to have the daily word in Spanish by Nelsa. And we're very fortunate. We have a few people in here that read and speak Spanish. Thank you.
Good morning. Buenos días a todos. La palabra de día es perdonar. Mi tierno corazón expresa amor cuando perdono. Aferrarse al dolor causado por las palabras o acciones de alguien es perjudicial para la salud mental, física y emocional. Si me preocupa por estos sentimientos negativos, es probable que me sienta peor. Es cuando estoy dispuesto a soltar esas emociones perturbadoras que comienza la sanación. El perdón es sanador. Al darme cuenta de que el desaire pudo haber sido involuntario o quien me lastimó quizás no sea consciente de mi dolor, siento compasión. Me dejo ir repitiendo en silencio las palabras, te perdono, lo que me ayuda a decirlas en voz alta cuando puedo. Si he causado daño involuntario, pido perdón. Por amor divino, perdono y soy perdonado. Al expresar este amor, reparo mis sentimientos y abro el camino a la paz y la armonía. No juzguéis y no seréis juzgado. No condenáis y no serás condenado. Perdonad y seréis perdonados. Lucas 6:37.
Now we'll prepare for a time of meditation. I don't want to be afraid every time I face the waves. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to be afraid. And I don't want to feel the storm just because I hear it roar. I don't want to feel the storm. I don't want to feel the storm. Peace, be still, say the word, and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Peace, be still, you are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks. I'm not gonna be afraid, 'cause these waves are only waves. I'm not gonna be afraid. No, I'm not gonna be afraid. And I'm not gonna feel the storm. You are greater than its roar. I'm not gonna feel the storm. No, I'm not gonna fear it all. voice that speaks peace, peace over me. You speak peace. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Let faith rise up, oh heart, believe. Let faith rise up in me. Oh, peace, be still. Say the word and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Oh, peace, be still. You are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks peace, peace over me. I hear you singing peace, peace over me. Oh, peace over me. You speak peace, you speak peace over me. You speak peace. You speak peace. You speak peace.
So why don't we each take a deep breath in? Slowly exhale. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes and allow your body to relax. And with each breath, feel yourself becoming more present, more at peace. In this moment, we rest in the infinite presence of Spirit, where life is eternal, unfolding beyond time and space. Life is not bound by beginning or endings. It is like an ever-flowing river, a divine expression of love that moves through all things. Feel the presence of those who have walked before you, their love, their wisdom, their energy, still alive in the great web of existence. Nothing is truly ever lost, for all life is held within the sacred embrace of the divine. Breathe in this eternal truth, and as you exhale, release any fear, any doubt, any sense of separation. You are one with the infinite, a radiant spark of the divine, ever expanding, ever growing. In the silence, rest in this knowing that life is evermore. Love is forevermore. And you, beloved, are forever held in God's infinite grace. And now when you're ready, bring your awareness back to this space. And when you're ready, open your eyes, carrying this peace with you. So it is.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, Please join us in singing Higher Place, Up, Up, Up. It did come to our attention that we're missing the lyrics for the verses. So if the lyrics come up on the screen, it'll only be the choruses. If you know the verses, sing them anyway, if you're a big Namod fan. Otherwise, just join us on the choruses. Here we go. Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. No more forward, no more backward, no more spinning around and around. My life is moving ever upward. My feet are leaving the ground. Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rising to more darkness, no more wondering the point of it all. My life is destined, oh, for greatness. My soul has answered the call. Up, up, up to a higher place. Up, 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 far beyond this time and space. Up, up, up to a higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place. Higher place, higher place. I feel my soul rising to a higher place.
Whoa, my book. I forgot my book. Thank you. So before I begin, I want to say something actually to Nancy. I just want you to know, Nancy, it didn't go unnoticed by Vashti and me that when you were blessing the children, you were pointing at the two of us. So, being that it's Easter season, I thought it would be interesting. I want to speak about life forevermore and immortality, but I want to do it not just looking at what we believe in new thought, but by sharing what some of the other great religions have to say about immortality. So that's what I plan to do this morning. And I want to begin with one of the greatest spiritual books ever written, titled Experience the Divine Within, by one of my favorite authors, too, Ron Fox. My wife told me to say that. Life is fragile. We never know when our time on this planet will be over. Our teaching, New Thought, offers us hope of more to come after our time here is complete. Ernest Holmes taught we are immortal, and we will continue on after the experience of physical death. He wrote, "We need to fear nothing in the universe. We need not be afraid of God. We may be certain that we will all be at the final goal and no one will be missing." When he was 17, Steve Jobs read, "If you live each day as if it could be your last, someday you'll be right." For me, that's a call to use my time here well. And that was what it meant to him, too. Each day is a gift. Many of us live fearful lives when we're here to put wonderful things and do wonderful things with our time. Dr. Holmes wrote that there's always a voice that calls to us, "Arise and come forth." A voice that urges us to live a full and expansive life where there are no limits other than the ones we place on ourselves. In 2011, Nobel laureate Elie Wiesel almost died. He later wrote that what he learned from that experience was that every day is a new beginning, every handshake a promise. He continued, "If life is not a celebration, why remember it? If life is not offering to the other what we are doing what are we doing on earth? Ask yourself, how do I want to be remembered? And then live into that image." So you know, when Jesus was at the tomb of Lazarus, he said to the people that were gathered there, he said, He shall rise again. I am the resurrection and the life. And though man be dead, yet he shall live. And what he was saying to those people, he was talking to them, but he was speaking to you and me too. He was telling us that we're eternal and that spirit doesn't die. So years ago, I read a story about Joseph Cardinal Bernardine. And I know I didn't say his name right, but he wrote that when people came to him and said, what happens to us after we die? He would say, I don't know. I haven't died, so I don't know. And then something really interesting happened to him. He took a trip to where his parents were born, the town they were born and raised in Italy. And he had never been there. And he said after he was there a few days, he thought to himself, I know this place. I'm home. And he said, I think when we make our transition, when we die, that's what it's going to be like for us. We're going to go from one door to another, and we're going to look around and say, I'm home. Parker Palmer is a Quaker, and he was chairing what the Quakers call a clearness committee. And what they were doing, they were seeking insight into two questions. And here are the two questions. What do I need to let go of? And what do I need to hang on to? And the discussion led them to a breakthrough. They said, hang on to, that's a scarcity model. It comes from fear and thoughts of limitation, that we need to cling. And they came up with another question. And here's the question they came up with. What do I want to give myself to? What do I want to give myself to? And they said, that's an abundance model. And the key to living a meaningful life is to choose it, to see what our chosen path is and to live it. And I'm going to talk about this choice a little bit more later. But I want to tell you a story in the Buddhist tradition. So I think this is a fable, but so there's a Buddhist master who's on his deathbed, and one of his students decides to bring him his favorite donut. And he does, and the master takes a couple of bites of it, eats it, and as he begins to grow weaker, the student says to him, do you have any last words? And the Buddhist master says, my, that cake was delicious. And with that, he dies. And the point of that story is that every moment is sacred and that we should be here and enjoy every moment of our life. Ernest Holmes wrote, at the center of confusion, there is peace. At the center of doubt, there is certainty. At the center of death, there is life. Stephen Levine is a person who spent a lot of his career writing about death and dying, trying to understand it and work with people. And he tells this story about somebody whose doctor told them, you don't have much time left. You're going to die soon. And the person's reaction to it was, wow, now I'm free at last. He said he never felt so safe. He felt more freedom and more love. And he thought that his life had been given to him. And he was just absolutely thrilled. And it struck me and Levine how sad that is. Imagine if you live your whole life and you got to wait till somebody tells you you're going to die to feel good about your life. We don't have to wait till then. You and I can choose how we want to live, how we want to spend our time, and who we want to be. So I'm sure you're all familiar with Sogyal Rinpoche, right? No, I'm just kidding. But he wrote a book you might be familiar with, and the book is the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. And in the book, I want to tell you a couple of things he says in the book. He says we can prepare over our lifetime for our death, and that we can begin it here and now, and we can use every moment as an opportunity to prepare. And he says, in Buddhism, we look at life and death as one whole. And I thought, a lot of ways, so do we in New Thought. We just kind of say, you live your life and then you move through one door on to the next. But I want to share something else that he talks about. He talks about active laziness. Sounds like kind of a misnomer, doesn't it? Active laziness. And there's two kinds. There's Eastern active laziness and there's Western active laziness. So here's Eastern active laziness. You hang around all day, don't do any work, avoiding any work, don't do anything useful, drink tea, listen to music, and gossip with your buddies. That's Eastern active laziness. And here's what he defines active Western laziness as. It's cramming our lives with compulsive activity. So there's no time to discuss any real issues. Our lives seem to live us. Now, I don't usually go over my messages with Becky beforehand because I want them to be fresh to her. But I did tell her this. And when I started to tell her this, she jumped off the chair and said, "That's me." Not me, her. It's probably me too, but I wasn't confessing. So he says our lives feel like they have their own bizarre momentum. We feel like we have no control over them. And he said we need to shake ourselves and ask ourselves, what if I die tonight? Then what? He said death tells us how we must live now, in the moment, because tomorrow isn't promised. So I want to give you a little exercise that you could do when you're home. Think about this. You can close your eyes and imagine you're 90 years old and you're in great shape, you're in great health, nothing wrong, and your friends decide to give you a birthday party. And one by one, each one gets up to toast you. What would you want them to say? Like your spouse or significant other, your children, if you have children, your friends, the people you worked with, your neighbors. In your mind, what do you want them to say? And that, whatever it is that you want them to say, is what you want your life to stand for. And if you like what's coming through to you, that's great. And if you don't like what's coming through to you, it's never too late to begin again. It's one of the really great things that we teach, that, you start from where you are and you grow from there. Harold Kushner is a rabbi, And he wrote a lot of books. His most famous book, I bet most of you heard of, Why Do Bad Things Happen to Good People? And not in that book, but he writes in one of his other books that he thinks that death isn't what frightens most people. He thinks what frightens most people is insignificance, that the idea that we'll be born and we'll live and none of it will matter. And he says that most of us, maybe all of us, we want to get it right. We want to feel that we've done something worthwhile with our lives. You know, what we teach is that the purpose of life is to love, to reach out beyond ourselves. And our lives aren't measured by quantity. Our lives are measured by the quality of how we live. So I want to read something to you. I'm not exactly sure, I don't remember where I got it, but the title is A Daily Dose of Inspiration. At the end of our life, what really matters is not what we bought, but what we built. Not what we got, but what we shared. Not our competence, but our character. And not our success, but a significant life is a life that matters, a life of love. So some of you may be familiar with the Blue Zones. Anybody familiar with the Blue Zones? Okay. A fellow named Dan Buettner did the research and he named it. And there were 6 of them, but I only know 5 of them because my wife told me the other day there's a 6th and I forgot to write it down. But the 5 I know are Okinawa, Greece, Sardinia, Costa Rica, and Loma Linda, Florida. And Loma Linda, California. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing a talk, and I was talking about Superman. You know, what was his name? Huh? Christopher Reeve. And I was about to say, you all remember Christopher Reeve, who played Santa Claus? And I lost the congregation, and it wasn't on purpose. Anyway, Loma Linda, California. What separates these, what's important, the reason that he found them, is those are the 6 areas where people in the world live the longest. In fact, in Okinawa, a lot of the population is over 100. And they do it in a number of ways. One way is diet. One way is that the people all seem to have a purpose to their lives. And the third way is camaraderie, friendship. And I'll talk about it again in a minute. Also, Harvard University, I want to talk about that, then I'll put it together. Harvard University did a study on close relationships, how close relationships fit into people having happy lives. And you know what they found? They found that more than IQ, more than your genes, more than your social status, or any other single factor, relationships in our life determine our happiness. So I want to take a moment to digress because I feel really comfortable doing this because, you know, before you all moved here, my center met in your center. So I've been telling people I've been a minister for 25 years, and for some reason, I actually subtracted the years this morning, and it's actually 27. And in that time, I've done talks on community, and I always felt community was important. But I really honestly never knew how important it was until my center closed. And my wife who's sitting right there, would come to me almost every week and say, I miss community. I miss having a place to go. And I wanted to mention it because you all have a community here. A place where hopefully you could come when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're hurting, when you want to bitch about something, whatever it is, and you know that there are people here that will accept you, love you, and be with you. That is incredibly important. So I wanted to digress and say, keep this, because sometimes you never know what you have until you lose it. So I want to tell you one more story before I close up. So I read a story about a cancer patient who his counselor, when he would go to his counselor, would read him guided meditations. And he never could get into them. For whatever reason, he couldn't get into them. And then one time, he did. And what he imagined, he saw himself with his mother's arms around him. And he stayed in the meditation, and then he realized it wasn't his mother's arms that were around him, it was his own arms that were around him. And that was his safety place. That his safety place was inside of him, not outside where he had been looking. And the truth is, and it's what we teach, that our safety zones are within where spirit is. And it's a place we can always go whenever we need guidance, whenever we need whatever we need. So I want to close with two things. Wayne Muller is a Protestant minister who I think he's kind of crossed over to New Thought. And he's written a number of great books. And I want to go over something he wrote in one of them. He said, the heart of most spiritual practice is simply this: remember. Remember who you love. Remember what is sacred. Remember what is true. Remember that you will die, and this day is a gift. Remember how you wish to live. And I want to close. There's another piece. I'm not sure where. I think I got it on Facebook, but I'm not sure. And it's simply titled, A Call to Love. She said, don't call the doctor. I want to fall asleep peacefully, your hand in mine. He told her about the past, how they met, their first kiss. They didn't cry, they smiled. They didn't regret anything. They were grateful. Then she repeated softly, I love you forever. He returned her words, gave her a soft kiss on the forehead. She closed her eyes and fell asleep peacefully with her hand in his. Love is really all that matters, because everyone comes into this world with nothing other than love and leaves with nothing other than love. Think about this. Profession, career, bank account, or goods are just tools, nothing more, and everything stays here. So just love. Love those that really love you, and love as if there was nothing more important in your life. God bless you. Have a great week, and thank you.
certainly appreciate everybody that has participated in this service today, and it's so nice meeting you, and it's great to hear from you. I also want to thank our musicians. They always do such a great job. And thank you for being here today. We are so blessed that these people that come every Sunday and the people who stop in once in a while, that's fine too. But we really appreciate everybody's presence here today. And remember, your donations, your tithes, your love offerings not only benefit this church, but they also benefit a lot of other agencies. And we have several ways to give. But first of all, let me read some notes here that we received from other organizations that we have given to. The Sharing Center, back on February 24th of this year, they sent us a thank you for your generous support over the past year. It's because of donors like you that we can provide help and hope to our neighbors in need. And the total amount, and this was last year, for 2024 was $1,894.33. And they really appreciate it, and I think that's a great way of us helping them out. Also, Reuben Vernell received a thank you note from Eckerd Connects. And they thanked us for the support. And again, this letter is just February 20th. We all sometimes get behind in writing our thank you notes. But thank you for your support of Eckerd Connects in 2024 to help us meet the standards of the needs of children, young people, and families facing critical challenges. Your support provides hope to those who are working hard to break the cycle of poverty and pursue their dreams. There's a lot of ways that we can give here at Unity. One is you can donate in the basket, you can write a check. You can also go online, or you can give a credit card number. So after we're going to do the affirmation first, and then Sophie will give us the offering prayer after we have the offering. But let's read our prosperity affirmation. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am grateful.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Stoney on the organ. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Nick on the drums over there. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Please stand and join us in singing I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, Gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
All these gifts and intentions. We are so blessed here at Unity of Melbourne, and we know that as we give, we shall receive. And we thank you with hearts full of gratitude, and so it is.
Thank you, Sophie. There's also other ways that we can give to help support Unity, to help to support our ministry. We can certainly give our time by volunteering. We're always looking for volunteers for any types of jobs. You can share your talents or your passions. People can volunteer to come and tell us what your talents are. Of course, the regular donations. And you can also share your experiences with everybody else, not just with the people within the church, but also the people without our church, outside the church. We have also a who, what, and why board, which is out in the foyer here, and it tells us what we about the information about upcoming classes, activities, or anything else that's going on. So make sure you check it on a regular basis. How many people have received the newsletter, the short newsletter? If you haven't, you need to call the office and let us know about it. Also, we have the picture of the, waiting on the kitty picture. Feed the kitty. The kitty is used out there for contributions that takes care of our snacks in the morning, the coffee, the paper plates, that kind of thing that is used. And Randy came up with the idea not too long ago to have different kitties up there every week, and I think that's a good idea. And I'm not really a cat person, but anyhow, I think it's a good idea. So everybody gets to use that, and I think it's a great idea. Also, in the foyer, we have the book In the Garden. It's the Lent book that you're able to use during Lent, and Reverend Verona has been featured in there in one of the articles. So if you would like to pick up one of those, please feel free to. And we, as we mentioned, Unity is a community also. D&D is coming to the Unity of Melbourne. If you're a huge Dragon and Dungeon fan, if you've never played the game before, come and join it at 2 p.m. on April 5th. That's on a Saturday. There's a Good Friday project, too. Every Unity Worldwide Ministry holds a very special Good Friday event. It honors the metaphysics of crucifixion and resurrection of the dead. This year, Reverend Vernell is going to present a meditation based on one of the 7 last words. As the day grows closer, we will be sharing the Zoom link, so stay tuned for that.
It'll be online.
So, yeah, it'll all be online, but please come, too, and support it. What is the Conscious Living Circle? Join Maggie, and Maggie is here today, I think. Oh, she left, okay. Anyhow, join her on the Spiritual Practice Community, and it's what is a Conscious Living Circle. She starts out on May 4th, and she'll teach you all about the Conscious Living Circle. Sign up on the Who, What, and Why board if you plan on attending. Kim Bilo is returning Sunday, May 25th.
Baloo.
How do you say that? Baloo?
Baloo.
Baloo? Okay. In addition to the morning service, you'll also have a special Memorial Day concert here in the sanctuary at 4 p.m. Spread the word, bring your family, bring your friends, and it'll be a special holiday treat. If I were going to be here, I would attend, but unfortunately, I'll be up north. Our next is talking about donations. Remember our veterans, and again, this is very personal to me since I'm a veteran, but we're always looking for donations out there in the box, and it's for individual packaged goods, snacks, anything that will help our veterans out at the Veterans Transitional Facility. And we've had this program going for some time now. But there's a container in the box out there, and please support it as you can. Unity is a place of prayer. It was started 125 years ago. We've dedicated space in the rear, and our chaplains, I know Sophia is here. Is any other chaplain here? But here, Pat is here. And so they'll be in the back if you would like to have a special prayer for them. And so it's also, there's a list you can make a note of it on the who, what, and why board. Okay.
Nancy?
Yes.
One more thing.
Yes. Oh, okay. Pat Russo, she's the president of our board. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to remind you, I'm Pat Russo, president of our board, and next Sunday we're having a very important meeting because, as you all know, we are now getting ready to search for a new minister for Unity of Melbourne. And I believe that this is not my Unity of Melbourne, our Unity of Melbourne. And so we are going to meet next Sunday. It's kind of busy. It's birthday anniversary Sunday, but we want you to have your cake and then try to get back in here about noontime. And I want, everyone to bring their ideas and what they're looking for, pray over it, think about it, and please try to join us. Thank you.
I think that brings us to our prayer for protection. There you go. Please stand and join us. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
Have an amazing week, everyone.